the remote control. And then you've got on-off random. You don't really want that unless you're kind of in match mode. Feed rate, speed, spin, and how wide. Today, I want to talk about practicing with the ball machine. Contrary to what most people believe, practice does not make perfect. It makes permanent. So unless you know exactly what it is you're practicing on, most of the time you're just reinforcing bad habits. And a bad habit is a lot worse to correct than somebody starting from scratch. So with that in mind, you have to take your practices very seriously. Now, things like ball machine, I personally do not advise anybody to use a ball machine unless they've taken several lessons and they have a very good idea what they're doing. Like with the grips, with the fall, like basically you gotta have a very good idea what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just going to reinforce bad habits. 1 hour of bad hitting is going to take about 4-6 hours to correct that. So you're better off not hitting if you're not quite sure what you're doing. But for those that have kind of taken lessons and they have an idea what to do, or you've watched enough videos and you've practiced a little bit, and now you kind of have an idea, set the ball machine in a place where it's realistic, like in a match. Most people set the ball machine right in the middle of the court. How often do you play a match with the ball always coming from the center of the court? So you got to be somewhat specific about what you're practicing. If you look at the settings on this Playmate, okay, you've obviously got the power part, that's obvious, turn it on. And then you've got the remote, that's for the remote access, the remote control. And then you've got on-off random. You don't really want that unless you're kind of in match mode. Feed rate, speed, spin, and how wide the ball is. So this is for how wide you want the ball to be. It could be from one corner of the baseline to the other, or it could be very close to the center mark. Spin, this one is very simple. 0 means there is no spin. And then top spin, that's +1, +3. All the way down to 5. So 5 is like maximum top spin, and underspin is the same thing. The ball has got underspin, and 5 is the maximum underspin. Speed, that's self-explanatory, the speed of the ball. And feed rate, this is where a lot of people go wrong. The average rally, you're going to have about 5 seconds in between. So after you shoot the ball, the next ball should come not less than 5 seconds. Oh, I forgot to mention other controls on this. At the back over here, you've got the elevation. That tells you obviously that, just like the picture illustrates, how high you want the ball to be and how low you want the ball to be. It's got a rubbery wheel. And the reason I'm explaining this is, on a rainy day, do not take out the ball machine because it's not going to work. Because if the ball is wet, that friction is not going to work.